So, we were just yakking along with Slime on the board, and he spelled out, let's see, what did he say? He spelled out, did you get your People yet? Meaning People magazine. He had a subscription, and I had a subscription. And in those days, you know, it was mailed out. There was no internet, of course. And he would get his on Fridays, and I would get that issue on Mondays, because he was West Coast and I was East Coast. So there was a, you know, big delay for some reason. So I guess it must have been a Friday or Saturday when we were talking, because he said, did you get your People? And I said, no. And he spells out, well, there's this big picture of Andy and Olivia on the cover, and I know you like him, so I wanted you to know that. And he's talking about Andy Gibb and Olivia Newton-John. So after he spells that out, Cindy and I are looking at each other like, huge grains of salt, okay? Just huge grains of salt. Yeah, Slime. Sure, Slime. You're yanking our chains, aren't you, Slime? No, really. There's an article. There's a big article about Andy in this issue of People, and he's on the cover. Okay, well, what does the cover look like exactly? And he spells out, well, let's see, I can't remember. It's only been 20, 30 years. Andy's sitting down, and Olivia's standing behind him with her arms around his neck. And, okay. And so Slime, why don't you read some of the article to us? And he goes, okay. Because, you know, we wanted something we could really verify, you know. And so something that could be easily proven. My magazine was winging its way as we spoke, and I would have the answer by Monday. So he spells out, I can't remember the quote very well anymore, but he quoted like a couple sentences from the article, and he described what some of the pictures looked like. And the only thing I remember that he quoted was this weird phrase. The article was about whether or not Andy was on cocaine. God. Because we're talking 1980, which was 8 years before he died, okay? And there was a big debate about his relationship with Victoria Principal, and was he addicted to cocaine? And I think he had just been fired from Solid Gold too. He was the host of the show Solid Gold for I think one season with Dionne Warwick, and then he was gone and he was fired. And I think at this point he hadn't quite started Broadway yet. He did a few shows on Broadway. He did Pirates of Penzance, and he did what was the other one? Oh, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat he did, and then he did Something's Afoot, and what did he do after that? Oh, I think he went back to recording after that. And then he got sick and died. Anyway, so Steve Slime, hello neighbors. So Slime was describing this article, and the only thing I remember from it specifically was this weird phrase, choking out a red. And I think that was a reference to Andy taking drugs. I think it described Andy was flatly denying that he was on drugs, and then something about choking out a red or choking on a red. Red, R-E-D, like the color, like a pill, I guess. Sorry, I don't know if a red is a type of pill, or used to be. I believe that it is, or that was the slang for it or something back then. I don't know for sure. So anyway, we get this very specific information from Slime, and so then we said, okay, Slime, well, thanks a lot. Don't mind us if we don't really believe you, but thanks for telling us. And he goes, you know, I swear it's true, I read you an article, please believe me, believe me, believe me. It's like, okay, well, sure, well, we'll talk to you when Monday comes and we have people. Okay, so we signed off, and Cindy lived nearby, so she went home, spent the weekend at home. So I'm in the dorm by myself for the weekend, just like, God, what if it's true? Oh my God, I can't wait to get my magazine. Gimme. I was so excited. But part of me, another part of me was like, this has never been true before when you try to get specific information from them. Why do you think it's going to be any different this time? So, finally, Monday rolls around. Oh no, that's right. I remember what happened. Because my mail would come to the house, and I only lived a few minutes away, but I lived at the dorm anyway. I had to go to a doctor's appointment. My father came, I think it was my father, and picked me up, and he had mail with him. And he said, oh, here's your mail. Yeah, I think this is what happened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And there was. Yeah. So I looked at my mail, I saw my People magazine had come. Yeah, I think what happened was I'm looking at this, and I picked it up, and I look at the cover, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm fine. No, I just didn't jump 12 miles in the car, Dad. No. Yeah, Andy and Olivia were on the cover, as Slime had told us through the board, and opened it up, and yeah, there was the article absolutely exactly the way he had told us through the board, even with that weird line choking on a red. And it was all exactly as he had said. So yes, sometimes you can get extremely accurate information through a board. Not that that means I recommend you use them, because I don't. But I will lecture you on that another time. So, yep. Pretty cool. This has been Not Fox for A Pretty Psychic who's away with her boyfriend. Not. I wish. And thanks for stopping by.